Do battle against Ross Merriam, Minniear, an Ohio native. For Merriam, he has just moved to Roanoke, Virginia, as we get ready to watch.
And we're right in the thick of it here.
Yeah, we are in game number 3. Merriam does have a Deceiver Exarch on the battlefield. Sacrificing a Scalding Tarn. We'll see what land he's going to search up. But these games typically do not end quickly. Because Merriam, when you're playing against Black Green Deck, you just can't go for it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one thing.
That's the power of the twin decks is that they're so dangerous. You're always scared. You know, they can cast their Deceiver Exarch, they can cast their Pester Might and just attack you with it over and over. And maybe you don't want to deal with that yet, but you don't want to tap out on your own turn to play threats either.
Right now we just see Deceiver Exarch coming in. You know, the evolution of Splinter Twin, at least to me, has always been interesting. You know, Modern started in Philadelphia a couple of years ago. You had a deck that had Splinter Twins, like 4 Exarchs, 4 Pester Mites, some Kiki Jikis.
Kiki Jiki, yeah.
Yep, and now people have really moved away from Kiki Jiki. I haven't seen one in a deck list for a really long time. And then people have 4 Exarchs, 2 Pester Mites, and then typically 4 copies of Splinter Twin, but some people play even less than that. So,
well, now they're just kind of good stuff control decks with the combo in there.
Yeah.
And they'll get to it eventually. Sometimes they just have it on turn 4 and you lose, and sometimes they're casting Snapcaster Mages, Lightning Bolts, Cryptic Commands, and they just control the game that way.
We're going to go Minniear's way. He'll just pass the turn back. Nothing to do, it appears.
And this has to be a pretty big advantage for Ross when both players just don't do anything. Adam has no pressure.
Do you know what that is?
Is that a Victim of the Night?
Very well done.
Victim of the Night?
Yeah, it's going to be Spell Snare. Innistrad staple.
So as this game advances, Ross is going to draw more and more counterspells, and he's going to get to pick and choose how he wants to use them.
So you feel like he's advantaged right now?
I would think so. I mean, Adam can't really pick and choose what he does with the creatures he draws. He just plays it.
The one thing that I feel like Ross doesn't have that would really kind of cement his advantage and probably force Adam's action is a Desolate Lighthouse.
Sure.
If he's able to find one of those to be able to filter out maybe some of the bad draws he has, things change in a big way. Here's an Abrupt Decay. That'll take care of the Deceiver Exarch.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of staring match here.
See, about 8 minutes left in the round. Merriam will play a copy of Scalding Tarn, pass the turn back over to Minniear. Adam will sacrifice a Verdant Catacombs, get a basic swamp out of his deck.
Looks like Ross has a roast in his hand that he brought in out of the sideboard.
Yep.
You know, you got to get that Phyrexian Obliterator off the board somehow, right?
Got to teach that thing a lesson. That's actually, outside of a Counterspell, it's actually kind of a hard card for Ross to deal with.
Yes.
Yeah, you can tap it down a little bit with Deceiver Exarch, stuff like that, but he is blue-red. He does not have access to black for, you know, a hard removal spell or white like Path Exile.
You don't want to be burning that thing off the table.
Not great. Not great. But, you know, with Magic, you can play your spells however you want. So if you want to roast it,
sure,
roast it. We got a Scavenging Ooze now.
All right, and that's a threat that definitely needs to be answered.
Yep. See if Merriam does have an answer for this. Again, we know he has roast. There's potential for there to be enough cards in the graveyard, but here's a Cryptic Command from Ross.
That'll help him out. Dig him a little deeper, take care of the threat.
Well, it's just interesting, right? Because Cryptic Command, a very valuable tool in a matchup like this, because it is a hard counter. That's not anything that Adam can't really stop that effect. But you know, at the same time, it's like, would you rather be countering that, or would you rather be countering maybe the Thought Seize that Adam draws to clear the way?
Sure.
This is a Snapcaster Mage. That's going to target a Spell Snare, and that's going to take care of Scavenging Ooze.
That one I'm a little surprised about.
Why is that?
Well, casting the Cryptic Command gets it in the graveyard. It frees it up to Snapcaster it later.
Okay.
And he already has the Roast in his hand, which is a pretty narrow removal spell.
Sure.
So unless I'm mistaken about the Roast, I would have thought he would cast the Roast and sit on that Snapcaster, but it seems like Ross just wants to get another body on the board and keep attacking.
Yeah, that was my thought. Maybe it's about getting a clock out there and trying to get the game over with. Maybe he's not comfortable playing draw go on each side. That said, Snapcaster Mage is a very valuable resource, and Snapcaster plus Cryptic is a very valuable combination.
And he has plenty of lands to facilitate that.
He'll sacrifice 2 fetch lands here, going to get a Stomping Ground and a basic island will Merriam.
Yep. No brainstorms. No reason to sit on those fetch lands.
Yep. Different format entirely. I'm going to have to start casting brainstorms at some point.
It's above average.
Good place to be.
Yeah. Some people like to handicap themselves a little bit. This is fine, I guess.
Ross going to come across here for 2 more. I'm going to fall down to 10. Now the follow-up is a Jace, Architect of Thought. It's going to go down, which means he gets to take a look at the top 3 cards. Keranos, a Serum Visions, and a Sulfur Fall. So it looks like Ross has pivoted into this control strategy that we see Twin do so much.
Yep, he's just going to counter some spells and grind them out.
Yep. Now here's Keranos. No getting that thing off the battlefield for obvious reasons. It is indestructible. And it's actually almost on.
It's funny that you say that. You know, it's at 5 right now. It needs to get to 7. That's actually light years apart. Like,
yeah, for this deck, yes. Here's Spell Pierce. That's a reveal. Adam will take 3 from that. Here comes Snapcaster Mage. And there's an Abrupt Decay to take care of that.
Yep. Not a big deal. Already did his job.
Ross thinking about cashing in Jace. He's going to leave it on the battlefield, however. Going to tick it up to 3.
Sure, there's no rush for him here. He has the Keranos. He's got a removal spell in his hand. Seems like he's in a fine position.
Just kind of sit tight.
Yeah.
Snapcaster Mage the reveal. This will make things even better for him now. Adam will fall down to 4. Going to tick Jace down. Deceiver Exarch is 1. Scalding Tarn is 2. Lightning Bolt is 3.
And that'll wrap it up.
Yeah, most likely. I think we're going to see Ross take this Bolt, and now he has access to Lightning Bolt, Snapcaster Mage, Lightning Bolt. Modern's favorite combination.
And you can see the game goes long, and Ross just, he looks at so many more cards, you know, a lot more card advantage, plays the cards more efficiently.
Yeah, and that is going to do it. Ross Merriam is going to win this match here over Adam Minniear. 2-1. Blue-Red Twin will take care of the Black-Green mid-range deck, and for Merriam, he's off to a 2-0 start here in 2016.